Incredible. Alrighty. So, as you all start to get your bearings around you after being here for a moment or two now, you see these glowing and pulsing lights of like a ghostly blue around you, as well as the large statue of the hand that you all slowly descended on with these little stepping stones that lead you down. And this seems to be a pool of pretty stagnant water around. And all around you, you see these light blue-gray chalk drawings that seem to have faded over time, however, still keep their general shape. In four corners of the room, you see multiple statues, one at each corner. And on top of that, the archivist is just sort of sitting in her wheelchair, looking at all of you and content to greet you into the archives. So what do you all do?
Does Embra, do you know what we got to do here? Are we looking for something specifically in here?
Oh. If you give me a moment while I try and find this.
Was this where we're gonna find the sphere?
I mean, this matches the description of where we would find it. Although, admittedly, I don't know much of the archives themselves.
Excuse me, Archivist Lady.
How may I help you today?
Do you know anything about a obsidian sphere?
Oh, we have quite a number of books by that name. However, if you're not looking for literature, I'm sure we have some things that are black and round in shape.
So, is it okay if I just go take a look?
Well, I'm afraid you'll need to be de-stressed before you enter the archives of Layout.
I mean, I'm pretty relaxed, if that's what you mean.
I am happy to hear that, friend. However, I only mean that you will need to be cleansed in the glowing and radiant light.
Is that gonna hurt?
Oh no, it does not have a track record of being harmful. Not for quite some time now.
Alright. Sign me up.
Would you like any refreshments, all of you?
Water would be nice.
I'm sure I can try to. If you do not require a cup, you may sample from the fountain here. It is refilling.
Oh, all right. I'll take a swig out of the fountain of mystical handness.
Please do watch your step around here. It is quite fragile and ancient, and it would be lovely to see you respected as the test of time has.
And you go ahead and take a swig of the water. It's oddly chilled for sort of the stagnant water that is in this sort of pool here, and it is pretty refreshing. It tastes kind of minerally and earthy, almost like a
like well water.
Yeah, kind of like well water, but with a hint of like almost fruitness to it, like a very faint cherry or something like that.
Hint of lime.
Yeah.
I'd like to refill my water skin in it.
Sure, easy enough.
My databanks are a bit damaged, so I'm not exactly sure where my visitor log has went, but have you visited us here in the archives before?
No, first time.
From what my friend has mentioned, I believe that not many people have been here in the last while.
That would be correct. As far as I recall, the last visitor we had might have been 2 decades or so ago.
Were they also one of the Genasi?
I believe there was a Genasi among them, yes.
What kind of Genasi?
Let me access that. Give me a moment.
You see her slowly sort of tilt and jerk her head around, and every so often you'll see the eyes sort of flutter as though they're trying to recall something, and they flutter, and you see the sort of sclera sort of move around the eyes, almost to a point where like 70-80% of the eye is just this plain bulb of white, and then after a moment,
I believe it was a water Genasi, my lady.
What's the name of the one y'all came across?
The one that we had come across was named Karavi.
Was their name Karavi?
The name Karavi does not ring any proverbial bells.
I believe that Sabin was trying to enter the archives himself and had used Karavi for that, so I don't think they would be the same person. But I guess they were both water Genasi.
Could have been a secret Karavi knew but didn't want to show him.
Is there any literature in particular you are looking for while you are here? We have a vast collection.
Do you have anything on, what would we call them? I'm sorry, guys, I'm drawing a blank. The colors, like blue and red.
Prime.
Yeah, the Prime 7.
Well, in that case, I regrettably inform you that we do not delve into creation myths here.
That's not.
But what about creation facts?
I believe my predecessors thought that that was subjective.
I wanna look closely at these chalk symbols.
sure.
Particularly, it doesn't really matter, but
Okay.
just general. Take a look at them, see if I recognize any of the script or anything like that.
I mean, the script is arcane in nature. However, you can't really nail down much more detail than that. You're fairly certain that these are used for some sort of ritual.
Are you some sort of construct?
Although it may appear that way because I am in this moving vehicle, I assure you that I am not a construct.
But, what are you?
I am the keeper of this archive. I am the purveyor of knowledge here. And if I may say so, I believe I am quite the hostess. To that end, are you certain that you do not want any more refreshments? You all seem a bit tattered, if I may.
Do you have healing potions as refreshments?
I'm afraid I am only limited to spells that would mend your wounds. No potions here. This place predates what you would call alchemy.
Do you have any cookies?
I could find a way to make cookies for you. Would you like cookies?
I like cookies.
We'll take the cookies and the healing.
Where should I send the invoice, and who should I bill for this?
Embra's family, maybe?
No.
I mean, we're here kind of like on your on your family's name.
Send it to Sabin.
Oh yes, send it to Sabin.
Is there a surname or an address that I can attach to this?
Lord of Dunmuldir.
Confirming that this will be sent to Sabin, Lord of Dunmuldir.
Confirm.
Invoice number 71164. Confirm.
Gosh, write this down.
Sounds good to me.
Are there any books here about Genasi? What are they called?
I'm
Genasi.
sure we have
I'm saying it's another
books
name
here.
for them.
Is there any particular topic you would like?
Genasi magic.
Sure. Let me access the archives. One moment.
You see the same thing with her sort of flickering eyes, and you hear some almost whirs, like mechanical whirs, although it's more of it's more of like a grinding that sort of echoes out from her chair, and you see these little gears and functions that happen on the chair, that seem to like rotate and spin in certain directions, almost like it's one giant gearbox that also functions to carry this woman around. And you hear clicking almost like a typewriter, and as the clicking happens is when she starts to speak, as she's recalling on this knowledge, and she says,
It seems we have over 50 entries of Genasi regarding magic. Specifically, is there any further clarification that you can provide so I can more accurately assist you today?
Creation magic?
Yeah.
Genasi creation magic?
It is almost an unknown, but the Genasi have said to be a force to be reckoned with when it comes to the thought of creation magic. It is thought that throughout the cosmos, they are what you would call creators, that being one who creates. From the birds in the sky to the plants that grow roots deep in the ground and rise as tall as the mountains, Genasi have said to do their bidding. Though historians may not know what this means, it is thought that Genasi are a sign of fate and growth in the world. Not just this one, but any others that are out there. The Genasi are numbered from 1 to at least 600,000. Most of the Genasi have not been archived. However, routes that would take them to the archive have been sealed, and this may subjugate the findings of this report.
Interesting.
You said that Genasi were assigned a fate. Is that based on elemental affinity?
I am now obligated to inform you that I am speaking from interpretation rather than reading from an archive. Is this all right?
I look at Vazur for a moment. Confirm?
I'll just shrug and...
Very well.
Oh, yes.
My interpretation of that passage tells me that at some point, although I do not know which, Genasi were said to be ID'd by some determining factor. I do not know if this is in multiples of a certain number, or in a number that has certain amount of syllables, although that would be quite fun.
Did she just laugh?
Yes.
Huh. I guess I don't really know too much more about the subject, so I'll just kind of look towards Embra, see if there's anything else she wanted to ask.
I have much to think about. So I will ask later.
If you need some time, have no fear. The Archivist will be here.
Very well.
How old is this place?
Earliest records show that ground was broken to build this set of archives in 241.
How many other archives are there?
I know of 5 other archives.
Where are they located?
I'm afraid there is some information that is only for the Archivist. This would be one of those.
I'll sort of look to the side. I suppose if we're taking a moment, I would like to check the archives for books on a certain subject.
By all means.
Do you have any books on a being known as the Nashanai?
No.
Our children's section is quite robust.
Children's section.
Children's storybook legend.
Any that are not children's books?
Unfortunately, there does not seem to have been an adaptation. However, if you have a child, I might say, children love stories of good defeating evil.
What's the most recent entry into the archives?
I am afraid that after the uprising, we have not accepted entries for more than 200 years.
Can you tell me about this uprising?
I can say that the archives were put in jeopardy by creations that were made by a certain inventor of renown, although that inventor has now passed.
Are you able to give me the name of the inventor?
I cannot access that part of these memory banks. However, it seems that the inventor created a machine race.
Scales.
I am half of one of these, but I assure you, you can trust me. Aha! Aha! I will not murder you all.
Well, I trust it implicitly.
Implicitly, indeed.
What's behind this door?
Behind the door was once solid ground. Now, it is a hallway to the Archives Greater.
Can we go there?
If you would like, Although I would not delve too deep, as some hidden dangers lie locked away. And you are not looking too good, friend.
Speaking of
All right,
which, how
maybe-
much time can we spend here?
Are you asking, requiring information about the healing of your current state?
Would be the idea, yes.
We have ways through those doors in front of you. However, it will take a moment to reach them. This door reveals a certain healing magic ambient in the air. I must inform you that it is not the door that your other orcish friend is looking at.
As you hear the wheelchair squeak, and she turns to Krane.
Don't worry, those are just my personal quarters. I like to keep a healthy home. At least I try.
Is that where the cookies are?
I gotta let the dog out, be right back.
There are no cookies at present, as I have never made them. And I do not require sustenance.
If you are half of whatever machine or invention that this person made, what is the other half?
I believe that I am human.
If you are such, wouldn't you require things like sleep or sustenance?
From my understanding, when two different races collide in a coital manner, it seems that characteristics given to a child vary. There is perhaps some human characteristics that I have that do not mirror the machine part.
Did you said coital, like were your parents a human and a machine like together?
I do not recall meeting what you would call parents.
Was it your creator and a machine?
I must delve into my own subjections here. I believe I was created for the archive.
Okay, fair enough.
I feel that I was born to love knowledge. And perhaps that is why I do.
Are you able to leave?
Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying, are you able to leave your wheelchair?
I would not want to harm my legs. Plus, I don't think that they work all too well.
Fair enough.
Why were you bound to this chair in the first place?
I assure you, I am not bound. There are no restraints on me. The only restraint in my life is a lack of more knowledge, as I have consumed everything around me.
If we have extra time, would you, I guess, like to learn things that we know?
I am sorry, but no new knowledge should enter the archive and be recorded. And unfortunately, I am the recorder.
Well, you can learn knowledge without recording it, I would imagine. Just if you have a thirst for it and others can provide it, it doesn't necessarily need to be written down.
Well,
That's something that like friends do.
I believe that I do not have an ability to forget, and therefore would record what you say. Perhaps that is the more machine part of me. As humans, from what I know, can often forget.
I forget a lot of things.
Are we free to wander, or will we face any consequences for going further in?
I would rather guide you to the areas that are not restricted. With that,
Oh.
I do not want you tripping over yourself. And as I said, you look a little worse for wear.
Yeah,
All right.
healing
She
would be
lays
fine.
a hand on you and casts Greater Restoration, Reinhold,
Oh.
getting rid of your level of exhaustion.
Well, thank you very much. What knowledge would the archives have pertaining to transportation to the Underdark?
I know not about transportation to the Underdark, as you call it. Are you looking for new pathways that I have not found here?
No, it wouldn't be a new pathway.
I'm
Trying to
afraid
find
that,
it.
from what I know here, there is only one pathway out of here, and it is from where you have just came. Other pathways exist but lie dormant.
Okay. What about information pertaining to gloom elves?
Gloom elves, I know some information, although it is one of the sparse subjects in my recall.
Perhaps something to do with important artifacts in their culture?
We have some artifacts here, although not many are cataloged. We keep artifacts past the Great Hall, where many a bread has been broken, I am told.
May we see these artifacts?
Could it be possible that that is what you are looking for? Our artifact room?
That would be the room, yes. I think that's where we would find it.
Visitors are prohibited from entering that area, as it is usually, at a time, kept for restoring ancient effects. I myself have not seen the artifact room. However, I have been to the Great Room many times.
When is the last time you were ever given an order or have seen someone in charge of you?
My last order, I recall, was to be accommodating within reason to visitors of this fantastical archive. I
And
don't recall when that was. Perhaps it was at my creation.
how many... I mean, I guess it's really hard to tell, but there's got to be some way to tell how long you've been here.
I do find myself trying to realize the passage of time, but I have only gotten so far. It never occurred to me to keep count, but I kept a visual aid.
What was that?
Give me one moment.
She will squeak over her chair, past you, Reinhold, and you, Krane. And if you zoom in very close, like as much as you can, onto like the tiling around the area, you should see in the middle there's these little golden dots.
Mm-hmm.
She will point out these dots, and she will say,
These dots that are made of a gold or brass are what I have been able to take from the more, let's call them, extravagant book covers in our archive. I told myself that I was using them for a good purpose, so I was not really damaging property. Aha! Aha! Each of these represents one standard week.
Mm.
And when did you fill the room?
If I am using my memory to recall, I would say many gold or brass dots ago. I ran space.
Who built the archives?
I believe they were stone masons.
Okay. Who ordered the construction of the archives?
The archives, to my knowledge, although I do not have the entirety of the information, were conscripted, if you might call it that, by elves from Torin Valem.
Could you do me a favor and spell that?
the archivist will not spell it.
Oh,
But Drew will.
thank you, Drew.
So, Tor... I think that's what it is. Tor and Valem? Yeah.
The door's locked.
That's okay.
We can head that way in a moment if your friends want to join.
Are there cookies behind the door?
I'm afraid, as I said, there are no cookies here, although I would be happy to try and make some for you. Or is the term bake some for you?
Either or would be fine.
Yeah, okay.
I can attempt this act while you are all resting in our colorful room that I was describing. We have some nice music.
Is this the colorful room?
This is a room with color, but it is not the colorful room.
Just out of curiosity, what kind of bill are we racking up here by all these refreshments and amenities?
What bill is Sabin racking up here?
Yeah. In our stay, we're billing to Sabin.
I must calculate. One moment. Your current bill is 65 crowns.
Well, that's not so bad. For Sabin.
What's a crown?
Currency.
Is that like a gold? Is that an electrum? Is that a silver?
It is gold in color, although I believe they are called crowns.
Wait, like the things that kings wear.
I don't carry a lot of those in my pocket. I don't think Sabin does either.
Not all kings wear crowns, but I understand what you mean by that. And you know what they say. our prices might be a little steep, but in for a copper, in for a crown.
Can you give me the etymology on that phrase?
I'm afraid it was passed on to me.
I suppose we could potentially talk more during the healing that we're getting, correct?
Unless you do not want to talk, but I will not hamper that.
Well, there's nowhere to go but forward, so let's open her up and start heading forward.
I'm of course more open to conversation. I am a bit injured, and I would like to not be.
Well, fixing that is on the other side of this door.
Before we go, I have a question.
Yes.
Is there anything in the archive about gold dragons?
We have some tomes on dragons. Are you worried specifically about gold in your thirst for knowledge?
I guess thirst for questions about lineage, but yeah.
I am sure we can provide assistance to you. Would you like to join me now? As your friend said, help is just through these doors and a little bit down the hall on the left.
Okay.
Alrighty, so she will sidle up to you, Reinhold, pass by you, and take a ring of keys out from her blouse, and she will stick one in and unlock the first door that leads into like this almost cobblestoned hallway where you see another set of double doors. Aside from the sort of blue-gray sort of magical lights behind you, this is the first set of pure darkness that you have seen. And as she opens this second door and unlocks it, you get revealed into what you would call like a lounge or a foyer, but in like library style. And as you enter, you see there is a long line of sort of iron fencing that goes sort of north from where Vazur is standing and also east of where he's standing. And through this iron fencing, you see some glowing candlelight on a desk here. And even further past that, you see some candelabras and a large stone fireplace that has sort of a structured sort of pillared wall, I would say, sort of halfway through there. She will close the door behind her, and she will continue to lead past this desk here, and she will take the time and say,
on our right here, you will see the vast knowledge of the archives. As you see, there are half a dozen large and long bookcases that are not affixed to the ground, but they are suspended by chains from the ceiling. You can see metal fencing applied to provide additional support. Isn't that fun? Aha.
And she will continue north. Yes.
Is on my screen the game is still paused?
Oh, what about now?
Yes.
It's still paused.
We might need to reload the page.
Absolutely not. I refuse to do anything but that exact thing.
I appreciate it.
No problem.
If you want, I was gonna say, if you want to reload, I have you now with the rest of the party.
I have you now.
It is reloading at the moment.
Beautiful.
Very thankfully, we have our brains and we can imagine stuff.
Yeah. Oh.
No, that's just a loading image. We're not actually fighting that.
Okay.
So besides the
What was that?
So besides the visitors from the last couple of decades, have you had anyone or anything else to talk to?
I'm afraid I am often lost in conversation. However, it is usually with myself. If you would follow me, I will take you to the colorful room, where you will be sure to hear some wonderful music.
As she will get to this door, and again, once more, unlock it and open it.
You may enter at your leisure. I can attempt to go make those cookies now, and I will be back soon. Is that all right?
Yeah, I would say so. Thank you.
I am happy to hear that. One moment.
As you guys are now in, the room that she has escorted everybody to is straight through there. And you'll see the archivist head by y'all as she is now off to attempt to make cookies.
Huge fan.
Come on, computer, you can do it.
Yeah, zeros.
Yeah, nope.
Maybe it's because that's like an obstacle.
So I tried to go the left of it. It's not letting me. Come on.
Yeah, you should be clear to click drag all through there.
The computer just wasn't necessarily letting me click drag. It's like, oh, you're moving. I'm gonna push you off the map now. We got it. This is a cute song.
Oh, getting a little bit of audio feedback from y'all.
It's the song that's playing. It got really loud.
Yeah, it's just ambient noise if you want to turn that down a little bit.
There we go.
Perfect.
Are we good on your guys' end?
Yeah, I can still hear it faintly, but I am all good.
How about now?
That is perfect.
What?
It's when it's perfect, but it was fucked in the beginning.
All right, sure.
Add it to the glossary. So you guys are hanging out in here, and just to give you some visuals, there are these sort of large, round stone platforms with these stone bridges that connect the two. And if you will, for a moment, imagine like the wizard dueling arenas in Harry Potter. Kind of like that, where there's a platform on either side elevated, and there's just a mass of stone that connects the two. And you can see some intricate tile work and stuff on the platforms as well. All of this sort of masonry is quite gorgeous and very ornate and must have taken quite a long time. And it is so beautiful, it has made Vazur and Krane begin to break out and dance.
Huh.
Drew,
Yes.
what is... I know what this is, but what is this?
Yeah, so that is... Reinhold would probably call it a clicky-clacky.
He's not that stupid, but alright.
Technical term.
Yeah.
15 intelligence.
But it is... no, it is what you think it is. It is... You apply ink to each of the sort of stroking pins, and a lever attaches to all of them. And when you press one down, it hits something that has a bunch of dried ink on it now, after how many decades. And you see it start to imprint on the sort of rolling pin style sort of cylinder behind it.
What's it made of?
This is made of I would say it's like a polished, what you would think to be oak wood, and the sort of not the inserts, but the sort of moving parts are all from give me a intelligence check.
Okay. 20.
Nice. It's almost like a fashioned glass.
Interesting.
To give you some context on the colorful room and some game stuff as well, there is a healing functionality to this room that is effectively 1 hour in here spent among the sort of swath of colors and within this ambient music. It will affect as a long rest.
Oh, sweet.
So short rest equals long rest.
So, okay. The cookies are just a distraction, right? We're not actually going to sit in here. We're going to go and find the thing ourselves while she's distracted making cookies.
I don't know. I want to stay in here.
But, like, I don't think she's going to let us go to the place that we want to go. So
I think we can figure it out. And besides, if she can't really stop us, she's in a wheelchair.
I mean, that is true. She is in a wheelchair.
Something tells me that, you know, she could, like, steamroll us in that wheelchair.
There's a very good possibility. But there's also a possibility that she would see reason and just let us in.
Something about her and her spooky laugh that had bad vibes. I don't like that.
Well, I mean, it's like when Scales laughs.
Scales doesn't laugh.
He does when I get hurt sometimes.
Well, okay, but getting hurt is actually funny
Sorry
sometimes.
about there, Darren.
That's all right.
Where did Reinhold go?
He's currently checking out this odd device in the other room.
Reinhold? Reinhold? Hey, have you seen the colors?
Oh, me?
Yeah,
I saw him, yeah.
they feel funny. Come feel the colors.
All good for now.
Reinhold, all of the writing that you see in the two open books here are in a language that is unknown to you. However, there are sort of almost like business card styles, or like small pamphlets almost, that just say sort of something akin in common to expand your mind. That's pretty much the phrase.
I'll take one of the business cards.
Sure. Are you enjoying the magical colors?
What's up?
I was just asking the rest of the party if they were enjoying the magical colors.
This music makes me feel like it's nap time.
That is the idea.
See.
This is one of my favorite songs, too.
Mm-hmm.
Just in xylophone or something form?
Kalimba.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like a marimba, but more Colombian.
Well, not even in the slightest.
Ha 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 ha. Oh no.
Just echoes through the fucking walls.
He is the archive. We did figure that out.
Yeah, your voices all carry pretty well here.
So this is exciting, guys. This is not at all the scary death trap that I thought it was going to be.
I mean, we did have to fight some sort of fiends and a crazy dwarf on the way in.
And that part was scary, but now we're in the colorful healing music room.
Reinhold, do you see
first
these?
and last time we're gonna fight a crazy dwarf?
The candles?
Yeah.
This isn't the first.
Okay.
It won't be the last either.
I was going to ask you about him, but I didn't want to interrupt the conversation.
Yep, sorry. So is it safe to say you are all going to spend an hour in the Healy room at some point?
Yes.
Yeah.
Reinhold, how long are you going to explore the sort of perimeter?
I will tell you this. I'm not going in the Healy room.
Okay.
Do you want to
Aren't you going
die?
to heal you?
I'm not going to go in it. Doesn't mean I'm going to not take a short rest.
That's fair.
But you could have long rest.
Wait,
Good.
Reinhold, are you not coming in here for the hour?
I am not.
Okay.
Come on, let's go. Let's go. Tie up Reinhold, make him come sit
Oh
in
no,
the
I'm
color
not going
room.
to tie up Reinhold. I'm just going to make sure that he's a little better off before.
I'll be fine.
I don't
Don't make me
think any
shoot
of
you
us
again.
Well, I think
Shut up and
I
take
don't
my
think any
spell.
of us would.
yeah, I think
I
Vazur is
refuse.
trying to.
Are you going to actually?
No, I'm not going to actually refuse. That'd be stupid.
Hells yeah.
Oh.
Where'd you go? A total of 28 healing?
I can't do math that fast. Slow down.
Well, it's
That
just
is,
a total
yes.
of 28, so you should be at 41.
Thank you.
Okay, and now if you don't want to sit in the magical healing room, you'll be a little better off.
There you go. What the hell was I going to say? I don't remember. Must not have been important.
I don't like that. So, while we're here, I guess, are we... I know that we are here for a certain purpose and whatnot, but are we going to be staying, potentially learning for a bit?
I mean, there is so much to learn here. I'm curious about so many things.
I confess I am as well. Apparently, the legacy of the Nashanai amounts mostly to children's stories.
And the fact that the Prime aren't even considered real.
Wait, guys, what if we communed with Blue from here? That'd be like extra color in the color room.
I mean, we already do have blue. It's right over there.
Yeah, but it's like extra color.
I feel like that could be a problem. Secret library being just, broadcasted to other people, like, hey, this is where it is.
It's just Blue. Blue's our buddy.
Yeah, but, we thought Red was, like, a person until, we got there, and he just, wasn't.
Well, that was Gorlim, not necessarily Red.
Yeah, but now it's kind of like a, combined association kind of thing,
I wonder if the other colors, have taken like form anytime in relative history.
Clearly nothing that's been documented.
Ooh, wait, I have an idea.
Yes.
So obviously the library has no record of the Prime 7, or the colors as we call them, right?
Okay.
I'm waiting to see if other people can hear me to make sure.
Yes.
We can hear you. Yeah.
Alright. But we had heard Blue's name back when they were immortal. Namasane, right?
Yep.
So maybe the archive has like accounts of like them, like when they were immortal.
Excellent memory, Riven.
It was admittedly mostly burned into my brain because I was trying to figure out how to pronounce it. Let alone spell.
Fair enough.
But I don't know, I think that'd just be one of the interesting things we could learn. I mean, I'm not the smartest among us by far, but I admit the process of learning a lot of things is definitely very tantalizing.
Agreed.
Darren, the last recorded date that you see is... Let's see. This would be, let's say... 741 IA.
IA. There's no expansion on what IA is.
Well, you would know
Or
IA because it's
okay.
the common in the world. It's Inavar's Ascendance.
Okay. And you said it was 741?
Yep.
So, is there anything else we should discuss during this hour?
Do you think she knows what kind of cookies to make? Because we didn't tell her. That might help.
That's fair.
You're
No.
curious, as it's all ringing through your mind for a moment, what the spooky and unknown dangerous threats that she was talking about, because this place seems fine.
Well, I don't imagine the monsters would hang around in the Healy room.
Unless that's how they retain their power until it's time to go. Just constantly being healed beyond their limits.
Me when I get you.
Me gotten.
No.
I admit I don't relish the thought of being gotten so soon after the last combat.
Yeah.
Hey, somebody stand on the other pedestal, please.
Okay.
Are you jealous
you
of
try
Vazur
moving.
and Scales pretending to, like, mage fight?
Let me make sure I can hold this shit.
Abracadabra.
Alright, Riven, let's duel. Okay, so let's take our bows and our arrows and see if we can like hit each other's arrow out of the air.
That doesn't seem like a good idea, Krane.
Let's do it. We're in the Healy room. What can go wrong?
We die.
No, come on.
You've already
Okay.
done that.
So like, if we aim slightly up, we can see if we can hit them like on their way to the ceiling or something. You ready? Let's try this. Come on.
I sort of like look at everyone else in the room for help.
Do it and you're cool.
Vazur and Scales are too busy pretending to shoot magic at each other.
Nice.
Come on, Riven, let's go.
You actually can use magic.
But I
Riven,
like to pretend.
let's go.
Oof, yeah, after
Hmm.
that. Get your magic taken from you.
Well, not really. I will kind of pull the basilisk bow out and say, I will give it exactly one try.
Okay. I can take that. So let's go. Alright. So we're gonna try and knock each other's arrow out of the air, but like not shooting at each other, kind of
Yep.
shooting up at the sky.
Understood.
Okay. Ready?
DC of 25.
Alright, let's go.
And let's roll on 3.
Oh, I already rolled.
Yes.
Alright.
Unfortunately, one of you only got 25. You think the trajectory was good, but the timing was off.
Alright, come on, let's do one more.
I said 1.
One more.
No.
One more. Come on.
No.
Let's go.
No.
Reinhold, your PTSD flares up as you hear a crash of arrows happen in the Healy room.
I'm just ignoring it.
Let's go. Let's do it again. Come on.
Typical-
One more.
Typical PTSD haver.
Yeah.
No?
One
You
more.
sure? Okay, one more. Yeah, let's go.
Typical
more.
drug addict.
On
I mean,
3
arrow
this
firer.
time.
Yeah, okay. 1, 2.
2, 3.
Wait, on 3.
Wait on 3 as 3 comes down. Fantastic.
Krane, come on, man.
Unfortunately, pretty much the same thing. Krane, while you were saying on 3, you saw Riven let go of his arrow, so you reflexively let go.
Like, on 3 or like 1, 2, 3, go?
On 3.
Okay, let's go. Let's do it one more time.
I don't know if I have
You don't have any more. What do you mean you don't have any more?
I don't know. Oh,
You have
sorry.
5 more.
I have 5 more arrows.
Okay, one more.
One more.
Okay. 1 on. We're doing on 3, right?
Yes, as soon as we
Okay.
both say 3, let go of the arrow.
Yeah. Okay. 1,
2,
2,
3.
3.
Oh no.
Hmm.
It is
I
unfortunately.
blinked. Okay. You
I've
know-
used all of my high rolls for the session, not getting another arrow to hit mine.
The bonus for this, Riven, is that you're able to get one of your 3 arrows back, so I will put that on your inventory.
Thanks.
I can give you a couple more arrows. I have 110
Why do you have so many arrows?
because that's the only thing I do.
You think that's a lot? Krane started with 113.
It's the only thing I know how to do. I need a lot of arrows, okay?
Alright.
Was that Crane's reasoning for having 2 bows as well?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm just gonna sit and sadly play the bagpipes because clearly I don't know how to.
Oh no, not the use bagpipes button in the chat log. I hope somebody doesn't hit that.
And are you sure you just don't want your bow back?
I'm fine. I'm gonna play sad bagpipes.
Oh wait,
Very
I think
well.
it rolled automatically. Never mind. You rolled a 15 on your first bagpipes check.
That's great.
Reinhold, yes, you can see past the fence because it is like straight up iron bars, effectively.
How tall is it?
To the however tall the ceiling is how tall it is. I'd say like 30 feet.
More like a cage then.
Kind of, yeah.
Now Reinhold hears the sad song of
Yeah.
bagpipes.
What do you play on bagpipes?
I'm vaguely trying to mimic the song that is playing in the color room.
Oh, okay. I was gonna...
Yes.
Whatever the equivalent of, like... I was thinking, like, Careless Whisper.
No.
Oh.
Amazing Grace.
The one bagpipe song every bagpiper knows somehow. God damn. Sorry, I blaspheme. Okay, well, as that hour passes, y'all in here, in the color room, can get a long rest, should you so choose. And after about an hour or so, the Archivist will come back. Reinhold, you're greeted with the smell of something cookie-like, although you're not exactly sure if that's what it is.
Can I take a short rest?
Sure.
All right, and then are you taking the long rest as well, Embra?
Mhm.
Okay.
Beautiful.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling pretty great.
I'm feeling 22. I was going to ask you a question. Reinhold, when you roll those dice, do they look more vibrant now that it's dark? Because I enable the setting, but I don't know if it's just on my end or not.
I don't have any dice.
Oh, that's right. Gosh, dangity darn it. What about the rest of y'all?
See any dice right now?
They didn't seem particularly more vibrant.
That's fine. It might be a client setting, and not a global one. I have them set up to like mimic the sort of darkness level in the room. So if it's super dark, like this scene is set to, it's supposed to be like it's supposed to pop. So like, I roll a special Foundry themed metal dice with some flames, and they actually pop more in a dark scene. But on a bright day, they'd look, or in a bright scene, they'd look a little bit less vibrant. So the Archivist will come back and roll into the room, and she says,
My apologies for the delay, and also the fact that I cannot make it up these stairs. You will have to come to me for these baked goods.
What kind of cookies?
Well,
Get her scales.
I started to make what you would call cookies, and I think I misjudged the size as they were cooking. But I present to you 3 large, plain, sugared cookies, which I believe most of the world would call pancakes.
I'll
Lizard-
take it.
I am not much of a baker, not needing sustenance, but I hope you enjoy nonetheless.
Thank you. Do you just want you to call you Archivist?
That is my title, and I am happy with it.
Is that the same as your name?
Name is like family. You don't get to choose it. Ha! Ha! But my name is Archivist.
That didn't... Okay. Very well. Then thank you, Archivist.
My attempted pleasure, as I made you pancakes while cookies were requested, but I am glad to see that they have provided you sustenance.
All in all, they actually taste pretty good. Definitely a little softer than cookies. Although I'd say at this point, because they were just made, and Reinhold, I think as the doors would open, you would be the first to smell, kind of like that smoky smell when you open an oven or something.
Yep.
I guess in this case it'd be like a wood ashy smell, but she does have some wood burning thing in her quarters, so and she seems to have used it. She didn't just magic up some cookies. And she will say,
Apologies for my arrogance, but why did your friend not join you in this room?
I have no idea. I suppose you would have to ask him.
I
He's a
hope
Chad.
Maybe he was...
not to his displeasure.
If I had to interpret the data, I'll kind of smile. I would say that he was engrossed in the amenities outside of the room.
It is quite comfy.
Could I ask what these circles and sort of like bridges are for?
At one time, they were what you would call a mini game.
What kind of game?
It was a game of skill and accuracy.
It's a blacksmithing game from Fable 2.
Oh god. I
One
did that
party-
until my eyes began to blur.
One party would stand on one platform, and sometimes a target or a second party on the other. The first party would then attempt to throw certain things at the other party. Different areas of the body would net you different point levels.
I see. It seems a bit potentially dangerous.
Hence the healing functionality.
Makes sense. Does anyone else have anything that we might need to do before we continue to the archives? It sounds like a no.
Yeah, I got nothing.
As I assess this conversation and gather you are trying to enter the locked part of the archives, please be aware that I can unlock the door for you. However, should you choose to enter, I must stay outside and lock it behind you, as I am the keeper of this place and must be protected at all costs. I will not put myself in willing danger.
Well, the
No.
danger is on the other side of the locked door.
From what things lurk in the darkness? Yes, Yes, although they are hard to spot. I believe they have a tint of grayish red about them.
Ah,
That doesn't seem good.
no. And where did you say this artifact room was? Just so we can avoid it.
If you would like to avoid the artifact room, I would not go into the Great Hall on the right, past the three doors off of the main antechamber. I would not go through the classroom that leads to the Great Hall. And at the end of the Great Hall, I would not go through that door, which is where the artifact room is.
Right. Excellent. And just to make sure that I know what it looks like, is there any sort of lock that I should be avoiding?
Well, as I have said, I have not paid much attention to those doors, as I am not allowed past them. However, if you come across any locked doors in a green tiled room with long wooden tables, I would not proceed.
Understood.
Very
Yeah.
good. Shall we go then?
Let's do it.
If you are ready to enter, I can unlock the door for you.
Reinhold, you look eager to get started.
Just waiting. Watching.
Yeah, she just said that there's some bad shit on the other side of this fucking wall, or fence.
Sorry, that caught me off guard.
And here we go.
Alrighty. She will once again take the set of keys out from her blouse, and she will unlock the door and enter it. And give me one moment here, because I'm going to see if she has anything here.
Oh,
yeah.
Real quick.
What up?
Were you serious about me being able to keep my armor?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I want to put my armor on during the short rest.
Well, I would have gave it to you regardless, but I thought for sure you said you took it with you and put it back on at some point.
Sure, I don't know.
I mean, for the sake of you not getting sklomixed by whatever eldritch abomination we're about to fight.
What is the country of origin on Sklomix?
Yeah, I'd like to know that one.
Sklomix, Yugoslavian, avert, to Sklomix.
Oh, okay.
The act of being and or doing onto another, Sklomixing.
So here's the thing. I think you're a little
We started out friends.
Yeah. I don't
A
think
little
you're
late
with,
on that one.
I don't think you're with the times anymore.
Well, we're in the archives. No one is.
That's fair. I more meant like Yugoslavia's Thanos snapped, so.
What happened to Yugoslavia?
Well, it's not Yugoslavia anymore. That's all. I'm not gonna. Nope. Not
No,
gonna-
what happened?
Nope. It's
That
gone.
hasn't been a country
Yugoslavia
for at
already?
It
least
hasn't been a
30
country
years.
for a while.
For like probably longer than you've been alive.
Uh-huh.
I think it's
Am I out of touch?
Slovakia or something else.
No,
Present
that's
day.
what Czechoslovakia was
Oh.
divided into.
Oh, am I thinking of Bosnia? I'm thinking of Bosnia. Anyways.
Yeah, that one I know.
Archivist is rushing you into the room, so she doesn't have to explain present-day Yugoslavia.
Fine by me.
I was seeing if she had any spells, if you guys disobeyed.
Oh.
They take her keys.
I don't steal.
Was it enough?
Bruh.
Why is Krane sitting at a desk?
You know, he just wanted to. That was the vibe.
It is a vibe.
So I'm
Buddy,
just going to
move.
pause quickly here. Oh, sorry. I'll let you get right there, Krane, so you're in line with the rest. Vazur, as you pass this table here, you sort of watch your sort of form and your shadows kind of moving in the light that are set off by the candles. And as you do so, you see another shadow that is not you or Scales or Reinhold behind you sort of swipe out and try and snatch at you. And as that happens, I'm going to start a little encounter. And if you guys would like to go over to the encounter tab, and actually just on your character sheets, so I don't have to add you, feel free to roll initiative. And after this first round, the Archivist will lock the door, whether you are in it or not, and you will be cut off from the rest of the party.
That makes sense.
They didn't even wait for us all to get inside.
Sorry, I was just going to wait on this side of the table. I didn't know it was going to be this bad already.
Yeah, we were like 10 feet in, and we got bombed.
Oh.
Oh, Riven.
I know.
Riven again.
Question.
Yes.
Thanks, Shania.
May we take a quick break before we actually start the game?
Absolutely.
Not the game, the combat.
Oh, you're not.
Are we good to go? We're good to go.
I'm ready.
Just turn it off. Just turn it off.
So, as to state again, at the end of this first round of combat, no matter what, the Archivist has a ready to action and is going to close and lock this door here. That being said, Vazur, you are up as you see there is a creature next to you that you can only describe as a blood-infused form of ink. As you noticed on this table, and on this table, and on certain places around the archives, these sort of inkwells that have spilled over and are now long dried and tinted red.
Vazur probably would have been gazing out at the books, and Scales would be like, Vazur would turn around and be like, whoa, holy shit.
Yep. Okay, that will definitely hit. Alright. Beautiful.
And have another.
That will hit for the exact same amount of damage.
And then Scales will give him my force-empowered rend.
Okay. That will hit as well. Oh, Scales. Not bad. Taking down this creature. Beautiful. Reinhold, you are up, and you do not see any immediate threats around you.
My game is still paused.
Oh.
And I just
Oh,
refreshed.
there we go. No immediate threats.
Not that you can see.
Bonus action, I'm gonna light up the sword.
Okay.
Where do I see any inkwells?
You see multiple on like tables, but also just not necessarily inkwells around you, but you see like dried stains around like the bookshelves.
Now I can use an action to use a ready to action, right? That's all I need to use.
Yeah, so it eliminates your multi-attack because multi-attack you can only use on your turn, but you can have a single held it. Okay. Yep.
Okay. I will hold an action to attack if another thingy shows up.
Okay. Understood. Alrighty. Krane, what are you doing?
I am also still paused.
What about now?
There we go. I don't think I see anything either. I don't think. Yeah. I really want to take her keys, but Crane's not the person who would do that. Okay. So I'm just gonna go ahead and move on in here then. I guess I'll have the bow out and be ready to shoot at something that appears.
Okay. Alrighty. So you're holding a single attack. Okay. As that happens, let's see here. This creature, you will see, will hop out of the back of the statue. So the stone statue seemed to have had a seam running up the middle, and with a tap of stone that you hear very faintly, you see this creature jump out.
He looks really freaking cool.
Yeah. So everything, it is, just to note this, everything you encounter today will be homebrewed monster by yours truly.
Ooh.
Ooh. Giving yourself
So-
the plug. I'm about it.
Go 5, 10, 15. And at the first, let's see. Yes, perfect. 20 feet. At the first 2 enemies he encounters, he will unleash a flurry of attacks. Alrighty. He saw scales first, so let's go with that. So he will use his sanguine swordsmanship against scales. That will be, I believe, a hit. And with that, I would like Scales to make the Constitution saving throw in the chat. So just to... Fortunately, that will not be enough. So just to paint a picture here, this creature clad in this reddish, yeah, like rust red, I'd say. It's a little duller than in the picture. Armor. You see these horns protruding out of the cheeks, it seems. But these horns don't look natural. They sort of look affixed to this helm. And this creature is using a large blade that looks to be of sharpened book spines and melted and reforged ink. I don't know if this is going to be very obscure. If you've ever seen those videos of, it's a guy who makes like knives out of random stuff.
Yeah.
Like out of like an Amazon box, or knives made out of like bismuth, right? So it's that sort of like artificial sense to it that you can see. And it strikes quite fiercely. And as Scales fails the save for Constitution-wise, he will take normal damage from the blade, which is 7 slashing, and on top of that, he will take 7 necrotic, so a total of 14. And because the archival scribe blade, as they are called, have a passive ability known as Blood Frenzy, this creature will now get advantage on attacks against Scales because Scales does not have his full hit points. So let me see if this works automatically.
That don't
That's the Shania roll. And that's the irregular roll. So that will be a 21 to hit Scales. And let me just double check here. Alrighty. So regular damage. So that will be 9 points of slashing and a second con save for Scales, please.
So I'm trying to do math.
Oh, I can apply it for you if need be.
Yeah, okay, I can just right-click in the chat.
With this, I'm not sure because it's part of an item that was rolled.
Yeah.
But if you just right-click on Scales and then click the number under his bar, just highlight it and do -9. It should do the math for you. Oh, here.
It did just heal them.
Use it 27 and then -9.
Okay. And then saving throw.
Yep. Okay, that will succeed.
Let's go, buddy.
So Scales does not take any more damage. Let's see. With the bonus action, known as unrestricted motion, this might go twice in the chat. I'm not sure if it's catching up still. Huh. I'm not sure. guess it will pop up 4 times in the future. Basically, it's just going to be another melee attack, except this time it'll be at you, Vazur. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's going. Fortunately, that is a natural 20.
Vazur, Scales will use his deflect attack to make it disadvantage.
Okay. So, boom. So that will be a 12, which is 19 to hit.
Vazur will use shield.
Okay. Alright, that will deflect the attack. Alrighty. Next up, this Bloodwell Inkling will head to you, Krane.
Does that trigger Crane's held action, though?
Yeah, it would. So here, while this creature, I'd say is here, so you don't get disadvantage.
Yeah,
You couldn't really see it behind the desk. So you get 1 free bow attack against this creature. Oof. That's unfortunate.
Not having good luck with the bow today.
Yeah. So this creature will sort of sloppily run over to your direction and try and hit you with a bloody pen stab. That'll be a 23. So it's got like these, in its sort of Icarus and bloody oily form, it's got this sort of sharpened shiv that is made out of like these ancient metal pens. Or I guess ancient iron probably would be the more accurate term. And stabs you with it. This will be 6 points of damage, and I need you to make a Constitution save in the chat. That will make it. And with its multi-attack, it will do the same thing, and this creature also has Blood Frenzy, so this will roll with advantage against you. So let me go ahead and do your hit points real quick. And I will roll with advantage. Ooh, double ones. Thank you, Shania.
Take that.
Alrighty, anything with a bonus action? Not at this time. I'm going to go back to this creature just to see if this... Huh. That is weird. I don't know why it's not flying. Huh. Yeah, it's weird. Didn't tell you. Okay. Next up is Embra.
Hello.
Hello.
Also, if I turn my token right side up, I accidentally messed with it on accident, and I'm like sideways.
Yep. There you go.
Thank you.
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna go inside this door here.
Absolutely.
And then that thing in front of Krane, I am going to shoot it.
Okay.
With firebolt.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Even.
Alrighty. That's some pretty nice. 15 will definitely hit, and 12 points of damage crash into this creature's oily, viscous form.
And we forgot to do the fire damage thing for Embra.
So another 5 on top of that?
Yep.
Okay. That is applied.
Anything else you're doing? You still have some movement in the bonus.
The bonus was to use the flame blade, right?
Yeah, that is a bonus action.
I would like to bonus action to pull out my flame blade.
Sure. Go ahead and cast it so you use your spell slot, and you will have a flame blade equipped.
Brilliant.
Alright.
Oh, sorry, I think that automatically...
Yeah, that's alright. Okay, anything else you're doing with any remaining movement?
I think I'll probably move down this direction yonder.
Okay.
How many did I move?
2 more. Yeah, you used 4, so you have 2 more.
Correct.
Nick.
Alright, that works for me. Alright. Reinhold, you hear dripping above you, and as you turn around, this is on the ground next to you, so you may make your your readied action attack against it.
Alrighty.
Smash it, Chad.
I believe that hits.
That should definitely hit if it is I think 15 or above. Actually, it's
24.
That works for me. Alrighty.
And then 10 plus the... Holy shit.
Plus 12. Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
Big fire.
Good held action. All right. On its turn, it is quite upset at you. And it will... Let's see here. Yeah, let's do... We'll do both attacks against you, Reinhold, it seems. So natural 19 on the first, which will be a 24, I believe. Yep. So this will be, let's see here, 7 damage, which I have applied. And
Thank
go
you.
ahead and roll me a con save, please.
24.
24. Easy enough to save. Second attack uses its blood frenzy, so it will make the attack with advantage. 16 and a 19 again. Okay, and damage, and then the con save, please.
11.
Beautiful. Okay, so with the 11, you unfortunately fail, and you will take not as much as Scales did the first time, but 3 necrotic damage for me, if you don't mind, please.
Okay. Do you mean to apply that?
Yes, as I will move on to the next small creature, which Krane will stab at you from under the table, as it was hiding there out of sight. Well, that should have been with advantage. Give me one moment, because you're missing some hit points. So 22 to hit AC. And I need you to make a Constitution save, please.
I guess.
Okay, that will succeed. And second of the... actually, you know what? It does not like the big guy in the armor. So it will also roll with advantage. Against you.
Rather just Krane.
That's fair. 23 to hit. That will be total of 11 damage, which I have applied. And go ahead and make that con save again, please.
Another 11.
Okay. And 4 points. I can apply this. There we go. All right. Riven, you have one more creature before you. You guys hear off in the distance the second statue kind of unlatch. And this creature will use the rest of its movement plus its dash to get there. And anything with a bonus action. Not at the moment. Okay, Riven, you're up.
Alright. You guys got this one, right? I can just hang outside with the Archivist.
Nothing.
Ah, great. I'm gonna go ahead and move over here.
Okay. The minute you
just
exit
kinda...
that square, the Archivist comes up, closes, and locks.
I thought we were friends.
But you may continue.
Alrighty. I'll sort of, do a little jog forward. I will see this thing, and I'm gonna try to punch it.
Okay.
So.
Unlucky with the dose. But what about the
I'll try.
Sido? Oh. That will definitely hit. Alrighty. That will be 3 points of damage, as it is resistant to non-magical physical. Although, are your things magical now?
But
Your
they
fists?
are. Level 6 is one unarmed strike do it.
So we need to update that. Give me one moment. Edit.
Is it not in there?
I don't know if it maybe didn't parse correctly. I'm not sure.
Weird. Key empowered strikes. It's in there.
No, I meant on the Oh, because
Oh,
we're
like
using
on-
Fist of Forgiveness. We need to set that to be a magical as well.
I see. You're
There we
correct.
go. So now I will subtract another 3. There we go.
Oh wait, I have to get rid of Fist of Forgiveness.
Mm.
All right. Anyway, with that, that will actually be my turn.
Okay. The last known Bloodwell Inkling will go after Embra here. This time, one of the attacks will be with a quill dart that you see come out from what you would call the torso as it shoots out from the middle of its body. And this sort of oily and iron black pen shoots out and hits you with 7 points of damage, which I have applied, and it will finish its movement getting to you. And now that you have missing hit points, will attack with advantage with its bloody pen stab. That will be a natural 20. Moment.
Oof.
It'll be 14 points of piercing damage, not bad. And then can you make me the Constitution save, 1 on the item, or the, for your concentration, and also for the attack? I'll say that was for the attack. And then that's for concentration, so you both succeed both of those. Alrighty.
Yeah.
Top of the round. Vazur, you are up.
I'm going to smack this asshole. Decided to beat the shit out of scales.
Okay.
Or attempt to, I should say.
Sure. Oh yeah, that will hit, and as a reaction, this creature will cast Hellish Rebuke against you.
That's okay.
Okay, so that
And
will
the second
be,
one missed.
Okay. Alrighty. So total of, what is it, 13 damage on the first? Oh no, I'm sorry, the first one that and the 15 missed, right? Zach?
Yeah, I'm trying to look for it, but it's not in the...
I thought I saw you roll a natural 20.
I rolled, yeah, I'm not sure, because there's the one that shows up here, but I clicked it twice. It only shows up once in the chat log, though.
Next time, I'll say click the item twice and not the thing that's in the chat log, because I think it overwrites it.
Okay. I mean, I clicked the inventory button.
Huh. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's not showing up. Yeah, did you guys also see, like, the anvil on his dice when he rolled it?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was natural 20. Well, in that case, let's see. Go ahead and
Just
roll
one more time.
Well, roll 2d8 plus 5, because no matter what, I think I got a natural 20 in there somewhere. And then I will just apply the other 5 damage, accounting for any resistances. Okay, so 15. And then plus the other 5. Yep, not resistant to any of those. So 20 points of damage. Alrighty, that works for me. And for the Hellish Rebuke, go ahead and make me the dex save that's in the chat.
Oh, yes. Did not.
You know what? That will make it because you're within 10 feet of Reinhold. So let me see here. You'll take half of this. So just 8 points of damage, which I will apply. Bada bing, bada boom. Alrighty. Anything else with your turn?
Bonus action, I'm going to bite him with my Hungry Jaws.
Hungry Jaws are watching you. Oh, unfortunately, not thick enough to get through the armor. So that will be Scales attack action voided.
Yep.
So is he taking the dodge action then?
Yes.
Okay. Alrighty, Reinhold, you are up.
Smiggity smack him.
That's what I like to hear. That will definitely hit, and don't even bother with the fire damage, because that creature is dead-a-reno.
Nice smack at this one. Oh, I missed that one.
Unfortunately, that is a miss.
Let me see here. Bonus action, I will cast Shield of Faith.
Okay.
Let me go pop that up real quick.
Make sure you consume the spell, and you have the effect applied to you. Alrighty. Beautiful. Krane, you are up.
Yes. How about a Hunter's mark.
Bonus action Hunter's Mark on
This one.
this one in front of you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I would like to come on. And exit.
12 barely misses.
How about again?
Oh,
No.
11 also misses.
Okay, and then
Uh-huh.
well, I can't really move now, can I?
Well, you can, but you'd be getting an attack of opportunity from anyone unless you move here.
Well, Crane's had really bad luck with attacks of opportunity. Guess we gotta stay put. That didn't do much.
So just stay in there?
Yep, can't move.
Okay. Alrighty. In that case, the Scribe Blade will go ahead and go. And let's see here. Vazur, just a reminder, you no longer have shield up, so just factor that in. Just because it's a new round. This creature will go ahead and say he's going to cast Inflict Wounds against you at 2nd level.
I will attempt the counter spell.
Okay. Counter spell automatically works. So that spell is moot. And a good thing, too, because it was seeming to be pretty nasty. With a bonus action... let's see. He will leave Scales' melee range. And with his bonus action, use unrestricted motion. There it is. Finally showed up. So if you guys remember this, feel free to call me on it, but the only way these creatures can use this bonus action is if they leave the melee reach of another creature in the same turn. Which I don't think I did for the first time, but we won't tell anybody. Alright, so that will be 5 points of slashing damage, and go ahead and make me a con save.
Okie dokie. Let me take. Can you apply the damage for me?
Absolutely.
Don't do it.
Okay, 15 will definitely succeed, so nothing bad will happen to you. This I promise. Alright, the marked Bloodwell Inkling will try and get Riven in the fight here and go after you with one of its attacks.
That makes sense.
That will be 21 to hit.
That'll hit me.
Okay. Go ahead and make that con save, please, as I apply your damage.
Okay. Con save, activate.
Oof. Unfortunately, that is not enough, as you take an additional 4 points of necrotic, which I have applied. And beyond that... I think it is going to stay right there, as it is quite entranced with all of you. Embra, you are up.
Awesome sauce. I'm gonna take my flame blade and I'm gonna stab the one right in front of me.
Okay, go ahead and target it and make your flame blade attack, which I don't remember if I set it up as an item. I don't think I did, so I will do that next time after the session. In fact, I'll make a note of it right now. Should just be able to use it from the spell book against, but don't consume the spell slot.
Let's see. So, like, I go to roll it, and it gives me the prompt to It says you're already concentrating on Flame Blade and concentration and continue.
That's fine. If you just hit yes, and then there should be another pop-up to not use the spell. If not, we can go back and edit it manually.
Okay, cool. And then don't consume spell slot. There we go.
Correct. Yep.
Okay, cool.
Awesome.
Snazzy.
Okay. With a 14, that will hit. Oh, yikes. And that will be 14 points. And then does the extra fire damage apply to this as well?
Yes.
Okay. So that will be a total of 19. And just a tip for you until we get this set up properly. If you right-click that Flame Blade message and pop it out.
Then you can reroll.
Oh, then you can just use it.
Yeah, and then you can also, if it's taking too much space on the screen, double-click the header, and that will minimize it. And then you just double-click it again to get the full view. So you can move that wherever.
Gotcha. Pop out message. There we go. Cool.
Yep, pop out, and then you can double-click
That's it.
Yep.
Alrighty. Anything else with your turn, Embra?
No.
Okay. In that case, I will move on to this one near our boy Reinhold here. Oh, no, this one is the dead one. There we go. Alright, this is the one. Oh, let's see here. Reinhold, it is going to make one attack against you with its bloody pen stab, with advantage, although it is a little bit deterred by your spell. However, that will be a 23 to hit. And then if you could, go ahead and make the Constitution save for me. Oh no.
Is he? Oh yeah, I heard the snore.
It's somebody snoring over.
Oh no.
Darren,
What?
you awake?
We heard you snoring, buddy, and you got an attack coming against you.
Oh, okay.
It's a 23 to hit, and I need you to make a con save for me, please. We caught you in the nether regions of your sleep. That will... You know what? You also have a +4 to that, so you should succeed. That's fine. And then regular damage is going to be 9, which I will apply for you here. And then go and make that con check for me, please.
Oh, hit check, sorry.
That's alright. No, I knew you would succeed it because you have a massive bonus to your con saves.
Am I doing another one?
Just a concentration check because you took damage.
Oh, concentration. Yes.
When you concentrate.
Yes, indeed.
Oof.
Oh, I don't think that is enough. So unfortunately, I have to end your Shield of Faith here. But on the bright side, you are no longer concentrating.
Oh no, your faith.
Oh no.
It's broken.
The archival Scribe Blade down here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Vazur will target you with... let's see here. It's Sanguine Sorrow, which is what it goes with when you're not at full hit points. Bless you.
I'm gonna use another shield.
Another shield, okay. And then with its multi-attack, it will do the same thing. Oh, that is not going to hit at all. With a bonus attack, it will leave your melee range.
Can I get... Oh no, just use it.
Use your reaction. But it will enter your melee range again. And try and go for this. So that will be a 12 to hit, which does not hit at all whatsoever. Good evasive turn. Riven, you're up.
Alrighty. Let's see. Things are getting a little sticky up here. I'm going to move up here. If that one inkling wants to take a stab.
Yeah, why not? In fact, it will do so. Oh, sorry, it should be with advantage. Give me one. Well, doesn't need it, I guess.
That's fair.
Alright, one moment. So that will be 14 points. And then make that con save for me, please. I will apply your damage for you.
That's a check, sorry. I guess it's the same thing.
Okay, that will not succeed, unfortunately, as you are more than 10 feet away from Reinhold. And here is your necrotic. That is 4, which is applied to you. Continue with your turn, sir.
Okay. Then I will pull the basilisk bow out, and I'm actually going to shoot that same Bloodwell Inkling.
Okay.
As soon as I do that. Here we go. First one.
Okay. That will be a hit. Ooh. For that will actually finish that one off with the 8 points of hit points that it had left.
And then I will pivot and shoot the one that's on Embra.
Sure.
Doesn't seem to be rolling.
Give it a moment, it's shy. Alright. I will take whatever roll I see first. That's fine. 25 will definitely hit. And it will do a total of 8 points of damage. Anything else with your turn? Rest of your movement or bonus action?
Yes, I will kind of... Can I occupy this space right here?
Yeah.
Alright. That'll be it for me.
Okay. After that, this creature will continue to target Embra as it is on its on death's doorstep here, attacking with advantage due to lost hit points. That's what advantage does. Alright, so this will be a total of 15 points of damage. And go ahead and make me a Constitution save for the attack and also a concentration check for your Flame Blade. As the first one for the attack, that succeeds. Ooh, second one, however, the concentration does not succeed. Is your Flame Blade is no longer as this fury of blows you have lost concentration. And with the multi-attack, it's going to go for over the corpse of its friend. It will use its second attack to use a quill dart against you, Krane. That will be a 20 to hit and a total of 6 damage, which is already applied, and you can go ahead and make a concentration check for me as well. After that is done, Vazur, this will be your turn.
Alright, I would like to again target this homie with a couple of rainbows. I'll do them slowly this time.
19, that will definitely hit. Okay. 14
And
points of
then
damage.
one more.
Ugh.
Not
Not even good for Shania to chime in.
That's alright. I will. And then. Oh shit, I didn't realize there's a second one. Sorry, I'm getting real tired too.
You're good.
Scales will target the one next to him in Reinhold.
Okay.
With a force empowered run.
Natural.
Oh, let's go, Scales.
It'll use its Hellish Rebuke upcast, but nonetheless it still hits. So go ahead and do critical damage, which it should if it says critical. Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't calculate properly. Go ahead and roll another d8 plus 3 for me.
Okie dokie.
Actually, my fault. It should have been just a d8. So
Yeah.
4 points.
4.
All right, and go ahead and make a dex save for Scales. Krane, go ahead and make that make a con save, please.
It didn't come up in the chat for me to do that.
Yeah. I'm just now noticing that. Okay, that will succeed for Scales. And this will be half damage, which I will apply to him. Okay, so that'll only be 4. Oh, unfortunately, your concentration ends on your Hunter's Mark. Alright, so that was Vazur and Scale's turn, right?
Yes, I'm all done.
Okay. The Archivist actually will see what's happening, and from the comfort of the locked door behind her, or in front of her rather, behind all of you. Oh, what will she cast? She will cast a Mass Cure Wounds, so up to 6 creatures. That will be Krane, Embra, Reinhold, Scales, Vazur, and Riven. She will cast a Mass Cure Wounds. Bada bing.
Ooh. Bada boom.
Alright, so that will be 3d8. Also, I've just realized all of these are private GM rolls. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
So all of you can go ahead and gain back 13 hit points due to the Archivist's spell. And Reinhold, you are up.
I do the smacky smack to this one.
Okay. Yeah, big boy. Okay, this one...
No, there it goes.
No, it was prompting me for a reaction, that's all.
Oh, okay.
That will be 10 points of regular slashing damage.
Plus the other one is fire.
Oh, that's beautiful. Alrighty.
I will do a second one.
Second one, boom, coming through. Will be another 7 points of slashing damage from your Flame Tongue Greatsword.
Could I ask how he's looking before I decide whether or not I want to smite?
He's looking hurt. I would say he's probably about the same as... Oh, man. He was at like, I don't know, 20% of his potential.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Is that cryptic enough for you?
Yes, quite indeed, especially since my brain is tired now.
Well, you still get your fire damage on every strike, no matter what.
Oh yeah, well, there's that.
And I'm glad that I helped, because he is now really on death's door here.
I think that cracks it then. I'll just throw that smite out there then.
Okay. What level spell slot are you consuming?
Well, I only have a first level spell slot left,
Okay.
so it'll be a
That'll
first.
be-
An
what is
extra
that?
2d6 or 2d8?
I think it's 2d8 plus every spell slotted above first level gauge, so just regular,
Dose d8.
yeah.
Why didn't you take the long rest thing?
Trust issues, dog.
That makes sense. Fair enough.
Alright, that will blow this archival scribe blade to smithereens.
That'll be my turn.
Alright. Krane, our lovely ranger, you are up.
Yeah, okay. So let's try 100 mark again on
Okay.
this guy.
Alrighty, go ahead and give it a cast. I will delete it from this one and apply it to this one.
I'm gonna shoot it.
Alrighty. That will definitely hit.
Two
Uh,
squirrel.
Boom. That is enough to do it. As although it was resistant to your non-magical regular bow, it is not resistant to scrolls and Hunter's Mark. You still have one attack, and there are 2 targets remaining, it seems. One of them would be at disadvantage, and one of them is prime for the picking.
Can I just try and hand axe the other one?
Sure.
Oh, come on. Like that. There we go.
Boom, boom. That is a definite hit. That will be 3 points of regular damage. Unfortunately reduced to 1 as it is resistant.
Well, that's all she wrote.
Can you add? Let me see here. I just want to see if you can add your scrolls to that attack. Just once on each of your turns. Just double checking. Okay. Alrighty. The Archival Scribe Blade. Let's see, what do we got here? Oh boy. You know what? It will cast, targeting the 3 melee fighters that it is primarily seen, with Bane. So minus a d4 to all of your attacks and saves for the next minute. I will apply that so it should roll automatically for y'all, should it ever come up. And this boy will leave your melee range, Vazur, if you want to make a...
do we get to save against Bane?
Yes, sorry. Go ahead and make the charisma save for me. Riven and Vazur will be getting a +4. Reinhold, you should have yours baked in.
Okay. For a wisdom charisma save.
Yep, nope, that's my fault. Ignore the minus a d4. That will have definitely made it. Because you get a flat +4 regardless.
Thank
Vazur,
God.
I think you will fail regardless.
Yeah.
And then I will go ahead and take this for the moment.
I will still use my... No, yeah, I will. I'll use my reaction to swing.
Okay. Unfortunately, that will not do it. As it will get back into melee and use its bonus action. Oh, these the nasty 20s.
Scales will use his reaction to impose disadvantage.
Ooh. All right.
Nice.
It's gonna be on 21, I think.
Yeah, not a natural 20. That's okay.
Again, 19. Okay. So, regular damage. That will be 7, which I will apply, and then go ahead and make the con save. Should have a minus 1d4 already pre-cooked. But with the +4 from Reinhold, that will be a success.
Thank you, Reinhold.
Embra.
He's snoring again.
I'm gonna. We're real close to this. Embra, you are up.
Hello again.
Hello. You got
It's
one
like the-
target here, one target
one
here.
there.
Yes, yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you can still make it to him.
Alright, I am going to move all the way over to
Yeah.
the Archival Scribe Blade person. And then,
Nice.
what I'm going to do, release the computer.
Okay. I've released the computer.
She's doing it too slow.
She's on X Games mode.
Too slow.
Oh my god.
Welcome back.
That woke him up.
I was going to do Shocking Grasp, but I wanted to do like the meta magic transmuted spell and make it fired instead of lightning.
Sure, instead of lightning? Yeah, absolutely. So what I will do is you can go ahead and cast it as normal, and I will apply any appropriate resistances or anything like that.
Okay, so
You're already targeted.
okay. And then I click.
Shocking grasp.
I wonder, does it still? Does she still get advantage if he's wearing metal?
Yeah. I mean, he is wearing metal, so if you want, go ahead and roll that again.
Is it like red lightning?
Probably. It'll be red fire lightning.
Let's roll again.
Yeah.
Like, sucks.
A little better, not much.
Damn.
Do I get the +5 since I donated fire? No.
No, +5.
Only on a hit, unfortunately.
That's
Yeah.
That
Good try.
being That being said, I do appreciate the attempt there. Just a suggestion, if you would like, you could use some sorcery points to quicken a leveled spell, such as Ray of Sickness or Shatter or something like that. But it's up to you.
I do like using shatter on
Or
things.
I think you can do it for cantrip, right? As long as no.
Yeah.
Not.
I thought I couldn't do it
Yeah.
on cantrip.
You can do it for cantrips. There's no limit on how many cantrips you can cast per turn.
Oh.
Yep.
Then could I do that?
Sure. What other cantrip are you casting? Same one or?
Could I just do regular shocking grasp?
I was gonna say I don't even know if there's a rule on doing the same one. I would allow it.
Okay.
And then shift alt for advantage.
Yep. A for alt, A for advantage.
I'm already holding it.
No,
Click the button.
No, I'm already clicking
Okay,
it.
I'm gonna. Oh, okay. I don't know what happened.
That will hit.
I guess we'll.
That is
see
what happens. Oh, the second one was just lagging behind, I think.
Okay.
So that will be, and you said it's going to be fire, so I'll add an additional 5 to this.
Well,
And-
she
Oh,
didn't.
this is the
She
normal one.
had to use the other. Yeah, this is the
Yeah,
normal.
gotcha. So that will be 9 points of damage. I'll try and make a con save to maintain the bane, which it does. Beautiful. Not bad whatsoever. Alrighty. The Bloodwell Inkling. Oh boy. This is in a real rock and a hard place situation here. Bloody Pen Stab against the one and only Riven Caldros. That is only a 16 to hit.
Yeah.
Man, still likes you rather than the big metal man. In fact, it's gonna try its luck against the bow user. Good old Krane.
I'm also using a bow.
The original bow user.
That's fair.
21 to hit you, Krane. Go ahead and make a Constitution save for the attack as I apply your damage. That will definitely succeed, and then go ahead and make the concentration check for your Hunter's Mark, please. Oh boy.
Pain.
Krane, no! So unfortunately, that will be concentration lost on Hunter's Mark. That guy's already dead.
We are all losing concentration this combat.
Well, you know what? I think that's what happens when the GM remembers to ask for concentration checks. It's probably more likely to happen.
Oh shit, you're right.
Riven, you are up.
You could say I'm also the original bowman, but I am a Spanish one because I use elbow.
Oh, Spanish archer? Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, that is a thing.
Failed from the rest of the session.
In fact, hold on. You'll be fine, right? Here. You'll be fine. You totally
be
didn't
fine.
just lose a hit point of health because of God.
That's fair. I'm gonna elbow strike him.
That's beautiful. Oh, yeah. Natural 19 will definitely hit. That is 7 points of damage.
And then I will do another one.
That will also hit for a total of 8 points of damage. Bada bing, bada boom. Monks say.
And I'll do one more as a bonus action.
Okay. Oh,
And that's a miss.
unfortunately, the luck has run out. Alright.
And that'll be it for me.
Okay, Vazur, you're up.
Alrighty. 2 more. Rainbow's Reward.
Good luck, my friend. Oh, Shania.
Oh,
Where are you?
Shania.
Should I, no, yeah, that's right. You said it,
What's that?
inspiration is before we roll.
Correct. Yes. Oh, there's a good D4. Unfortunately, the minus D4.
Yeah, it's okay.
Anything else? Any bonus action?
And no. Well, scales, yeah. Scales will give him a bite. Fuck it.
Yeah, buddy.
Bite.
Remington scales.
No, scales. No.
Scales
What is
Naya.
happening?
Alright, the Archivist will, again, from a distance, intervene with, let us see here. Oh, what do we want?
What
do
the
we
hell the
want?
archivist gonna do? Intervene?
Let's say with a bonus action, she will do mass healing words, or mass healing word rather. And I think that can get everybody. Yep, up to 6. Actually, you know what? Riven is... Nah, fuck it, she's mobile. She can see you. She wasn't seeing you for some reason. I think it's just because the walls of the fence and the statue. Alrighty, mass healing word. Boom. Not up-leveled at all. However, that will be 10 points to all of you. 10 points of healing. And with what you now know as a retractable, it seems, staff of healing that she had hidden away and folded up on her person, she will cast another Mass Cure Wounds. This time using the action that it takes from the staff. Consume available usage. So same thing. Except this is going to be 3d8 plus 6. So all of you get another 16 points of health back. So Riven, that will bring you up to full. Krane, that'll bring you up to full. Reinhold, that will bring you up to 60. Embra, you will be full. Vazur, you will be at 57. I will change scales to 30. There we go. Alrighty. Reinhold, Mr. Trollsbane, it is your turn.
Smack at them.
Smack at the boy. Alrighty. With a 20, that is a definite hit, and with both of those types of damage, this creature is no longer. Only one, it seems, remains.
5, 10, 15.
Indeed.
Smack. Whack.
Smack whack.
Bob.
Unfortunately,
I
a
missed.
15 is not enough.
Give me a second here. I think I might be able to do one thing.
Sure.
Maybe not.
I believe in you.
Oh, I can.
Hmm.
Based.
I won't though. I will end my turn.
Okay. Out of curiosity, can I ask what you were going to do?
I was gonna use my harness divine power, but I want to keep my channel divinity.
Gotcha. That's cool. I like that. Alrighty. Let's go to Krane, please.
Can I hit the thing over not Reinhold, Vazur's head?
Yeah, because it's pretty tall and it's much bulkier than Vazur, and also Vazur has a bit of a hunched position.
Okay.
Okay, that will definitely hit. That will be a total of 2 points of damage, unfortunately rounded down to the resistance. Ooh. And a total of 5 points for squirrels.
Actually, that's only half of that.
Well,
only one of those.
I'll say 4, because that was your squirrels always come first. That being said,
Yeah.
Krane, how do you want to do it to him?
Oh, I don't know. Does the helmet have an eye holes?
It has eye slits, yes.
Okay, through the eye slit.
Through the eye slits. Okay, so as Krane readies up for a shot, noticing the only threat left in the room, aside from all the Shanias that have been incompetently rolling around, an arrow is loosed, Vazur, that flies past your shoulder as you are readying to parry another one of the archival scribe blade strikes as the arrow just whizzes past your ears, almost ringing your ears, and the next thing you see is the shaft of an arrow and feathers sticking out of the eye slit of the scribe blade's helm as he is defeated.
Good shot, Krane.
Thanks. I
Anything?
think my bow's broken.
What was that?
Anything on the archival scribe blades?
So, if you would like, they have 2 sets of half-plate armor.
Yes.
Okay. I will put one in your inventory. Give me a moment. All right. You have a half-plate armor in your inventory, and there's another set. Also,
Oh, I didn't realize Splint was better.
yeah, Splint is better. I think the only thing better for you right now is plate, regular plate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be right back.
Yep. Beyond that, Riven, you, I would say, find a scroll on the one in front of you, also with a set of half-plate armor. And on each of them, there is essentially a longsword, but for flavor-wise, it is a sort of sharpened book spine that has also this sort of molded ink into its surfaces. So I will go ahead and end this.
I'll actually pick one of those up. That seems interesting.
Okay. Go ahead and make...
and then of course the scroll.
Sure. Go ahead and make a note of that, the sword. And then I'm going to try and drop a cantrip into your inventory. Let's see how that works. No.
Drop a cantrip in my inventory?
Yeah, because it's a scroll for a cantrip.
Ooh.
Let's see here. Can I do that from here? I'll have to figure that out. Essentially, it is a welcome back. It is you find a scroll for a cantrip of blood bolt, and it's basically a mote of bloody spines that you can hurl at a creature or an object, and it just functions as firebolt, but with necrotic damage instead of fire damage.
Oh, okay. Interesting. And then once used, it burns up, I'm assuming.
Correct. Yeah.
But
Oh, you
actually,
do have the spell scroll for Blood Bolt here. I will equip it so you can see it now. It's in your consumables because you can consume it. It only has one use.
Mm.
Are we going to be done after this combat here, Drew?
Yeah, it's going to be like 5 more minutes, and that is it. I'm going to prep the sort of how you say what's the word? Exposition on the next area, and that will be it.
I like expose.
That being said, so you have 2 sets of half plate. Reinhold, you have one. The other one is still on the creature. I will say when you take it off of the creature, they almost, under the armor, it almost looks like blank, like slate mannequins that do not have any features. They are just grayish and oily and dirty and just old.
Fantastic. I would like to leave this place now. I hate mannequins.
I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of them, unfortunately.
Man, I can't. So, that being said, as you all are sort of catching your breath and realizing the situation around you could have been more dire should more of the enemy strikes could have landed a bit more true as you are coming down from this adrenaline high. If I can direct your attention northeast, the way of this floating arrow. Yes, in fact, the way Reinhold is going. Reinhold, you see the same documented proclamations, if not banners, that you saw before as you were taking your walkabout.
Were they both supposed to be the same?
Yep.
Okay, just making sure.
So where Reinhold wandered off to is past this sort of fireplace and this ornate tiling until he walks up this small set of steps of cobblestone onto this landing. There are 2 candelabras and 2 banners surrounded by 3 locked doors to the north. And on those banners, both of them say, "Fight fire with fire." As you see from these far doors on the left and right, a ghostly blue-gray light peek under the crevices. And that is where we are going to end this week's game.
Ooh.